Hi, I'm Tim Bartz, Internet Sales Manager here at McArthur Ford in Salina, Kansas, your source for Ford news update and information with a video on the 2025 Ford Ranger. The Ford Ranger order banks are open up for the 25 model year, so you can go place an order with your local dealership. So that is available, as well as there is build and price available on Ford's website too. So that's exciting to see that launched when the order banks opened up. It's always nice for customers to be able to do that. And we're going to go through in this video and kind of highlight the XL trim. So we're going to talk about what standard equipment, mechanical, the safety features, all the exterior interior features as well. What's standard on all the XL Rangers, or really, since this is the base model, all Rangers, and then also cover some of the different packages available and standalone options in this video. So very thorough. If you're wanting to place an order, you kind of know what you can do there with the Ranger on the XL trim. So dedicated to this trim, we'll be doing this for all trim levels. So make sure you're subscribed with that bell notification turned on, so you don't miss any of these videos as we go through them. And again, we'll be looking at the other videos as well. At the end of this video, you'll see a couple different suggestions. One of those is going to be the playlist. We'll put these all in one playlist as well. So, and because order banks are open up, we are taking orders. We do have a YouTube special that I think is a very competitive deal here, where we're doing invoice pricing on all of our Ford Rangers, even the Raptor. So if you're wanting to order with us, we'll have more information about that at the end of the video. Use the timestamps to move around, get the content you're looking for, as well as if you want that information about our special, as well as ordering tips. We'll do that at the end. Click on that timestamp as well. So let's dive in here and cover this. Let's pull up Ford's website here, and we're going to go to Ford.com. We're going to just click on vehicles, and we're going to go to trucks and vans. So click on that and go over to the Ranger. And then from there, you'll see 2024 model year information is on this line. We want 25, so we're going to click right in here, and that's going to get us the 25 model year information, including the build and price, which is located right over here, if you see that. So we're going to click on that and pull that up and build our own. So again, this is the trim levels. XL, XLT, Lariat, and a Raptor. XL two-wheel drive starts at $32,980. The 4x4s starts at $36,625, and that is before destination and delivery charge, which I'm not sure what that is. We'll take a look at that if I remember there. We'll click on the 4x4. We'll go in here and start our build so we can have a good image of what things look like. We're going to talk about some of these powertrain and mechanical features here first. For this, of course, the only engine available for the XL is a 2.3-liter EcoBoost engine with the auto start-stop technology there for you. And it means when you come to a stoplight, stop sign, shuts the vehicle off, and you let go of the brake, it'll turn it back on. You can deactivate that for each engine cycle. There's going to be an A with a circle around it somewhere on the dash. I can't remember where it's located on the Ranger. Click on that, and it'll deactivate it for that trip. If you need to do that. So it'll come with the electronic 10-speed automatic transmission as well for you. So you're going to get that too. And it will have, of course, the power assist steering. So electronic power assist steering. So that means, slower speeds, it's easier to turn that steering wheel and park your vehicle. Also, on your highway and stuff, it's going to stiffen up so that way it can't push it from side to side. That's nice. All your 4x4s will get electronic shift on the fly as well. For the 4x4s, and then also whether it be two-wheel drive or 4x4, you're going to have some selectable drive modes: a normal mode, an eco mode, a sport mode, a tow haul mode, and a slippery mode. So those different modes are going to be able to change how the vehicle shifts and how the traction control turns on and off, and some other different things, and how it handles based on those different drive modes. So it's just Ford's kind of figured out one of the best ways to do that, and they made those drive modes available, make it nice and easy for you there. So we do have a front independent suspension, so it gives it a great ride on the vehicle. And we do have a fully boxed steel frame on this. And we in the front, well, for the shock absorbers, we do have gas in the front. We have rear outbound mounted gas shocks back there. Outbound makes it to where it's that bed's not going to like move around and get that death wobble and stuff. For the springs, coil springs in the front, leaf springs in the rear back there. So, all right, let's talk about some of the safety features and Don't really. I'll probably try to pull some clips if I can for you on safety. But for the airbags, driver and front passenger airbag, forgot to mention these are Super Crew configuration only. So driver and front passenger airbag, safety canopy side curtain airbag as well. This can deploy down with a rollover sensor, so it knows that and will help from hopefully breaking glass coming in and hurting anybody. We do have pre-collision assist with automatic emergency braking. That's going to give you pedestrian detection, forward collision warning, and dynamic brake support. So the pedestrian detection will detect any pedestrians that might be in front of your vehicle up to a certain speed. After a certain speed, it's probably not going to detect those fast enough for you to be able to brake the vehicle. Also, the forward collision warning is going to warn you if there's a car in front of you, pedestrian, you're continue going and it's noticing you're not hitting your brakes, it's going to alert you. That's what that forward collision warning series of tones that you can you'll tell what's going on. And then also puts it on the productivity screen as well. And then dynamic brake support preloads the brakes so that when you do hit those brakes, you'll brake even faster. Post collision braking as well. That'll help out if you're maybe unconscious, something like that, where you're not putting it in park. It'll brake the vehicle. And we do have security lock passive anti-theft system, which means only the coded key can start the vehicle. And then we do also have perimeter anti-theft alarm, which means you lock that vehicle up, walk away, it's going to lock that up and help protect the exterior of the vehicle from people getting in, breaking glass, that kind of thing, or even trying to take your wheels and tires. And then we do have the lane keeping system. So lane keeping, this in here on the XL comes with just lane keeping aid system. So that's going to help try to keep you in your lane. There is an alert system and a driver alert. This in here looks like just comes with the lane keeping aid system to help try to keep you in your lane. So, all right, now let's go back to these images and talk about the exterior of the vehicle. We're going to use the paint here. Almost forgot to click on that. We're going to go ahead and get this real big for you so you can kind of see everything right there. And then we'll get into colors here in just a little bit, but let's talk about some of the exterior features first. We do for the grill. We have a black grill with a black center bar. So black grill, black center bar across there, and black surround as well. So you kind of expect that with the XL trim. The front fascia is body colored. That's this portion right down in here. So body colored front fascia. And all your 4x4s will get front tow hooks as well. So you have those on the front down there. Daytime running lights as well. So those can be configured to be on or off for you that way. And then you do have automatic headlights with these. So they are LED reflector headlights. Automatic means that come on automatic when it gets dark, shut off when it gets light. You do also have wiper activated headlights. So if you turn your wipers on, the headlights will come on as well. And then we do have auto high beam headlights. So they'll come on, dark enough outside. If someone approaches you in the city lights, it'll shut them off. And that is something you can activate and deactivate in your lighting section of your vehicle settings screen. And then we have the fog lights down here. So we do have halogen fog lights. So for you, and that's going to be standard equipment on all of your Rangers there. I think it goes up to LEDs when you go up to some other trim levels. But for the wheels, 17-inch silver painted aluminum wheel is going to be standard equipment. This does come standard with the STX appearance package on all your XLs, so it's going to give you a nice alloy wheel as standard equipment. The tire is going to be a 255/70 R17 all-terrain tire. Tire pressure monitoring system for those tires as well. And then, of course, analog braking system as well for you. So all that technology. STX badging on the side of the truck here. And for the mirrors, we do have black mirror caps there. It'll be a manual folding mirror, and it has a power glass. So power mirrors for that mirror surface there for you. So that's nice, even on the XL trim level here. And the door handles are going to be molded in black door handles, and your tailgate handle as well. So I'm going to just click to the back so you can see that as well. That's going to be black too for you. And then remote keyless entry with the flip key and a remote tailgate lock as well. So that's the tailgate will lock with the doors. Your fuel tank back here is an 18-gallon fuel tank. And you will have the easy fuel capless filler door. It means you just no cap to worry about, lean behind, getting your hands dirty. I saw somebody the other day with the cap hanging out of theirs. You don't have to worry about any of that. Just fill it up and shut that outside door when you're done. And then we do have on the back a cargo lamp up here, and then we integrated with the center high mounted stoplight. So you'll have the two lights on the outside for you, and those the cab lights. And we do have the rear window with a fixed glass, and I believe that is maybe solar on the back glass. it doesn't mention it in here, and they automatically will darken it because they always look better when they're darkened glass, right? But it doesn't mention any kind of privacy glass here. We do have a black rear bumper back here, and we do have a rear view camera that's analog, it says in here, for you for the rear view camera. And then see what else here. Doesn't mention the tail lights here on the back. I assume they're incandescent. Incandescent? Anyway, single exhaust tip on the back there. We do have a spare tire that is going to be underneath. It is a full-size spare in here, and you will have a jack as well for that that's located behind the back seat. And then trailer towing, we have a 4-pin wiring set up with the ball mounting provisions in the rear bumper. Will not include a hitch, it says here. And then we do have inside the bed, we'll have 6 tie downs inside there. So you'll have those nice tie downs for you. All right, let's talk about the interior features now. There we go. And on the inside here, let's I think we can make this bigger. Yeah, we can. Okay, there we go. So on the inside, we'll have black vinyl floor covering with the vinyl console lid as well there for you. And then for the seats, they're cloth bucket seats here. 8-way manual adjustment powered seat with including your lumbar, 8-way manual adjustable passenger seat, flow-through console with the shifter as well. And then we do have cloth rear seat as well back there. So you'll have that. And then armrests back there. So even on this XL, that armrest can come down for you. And doesn't mention cup holders, no cup holders. Under seat storage, it says. So you should be able to lift those up and put some stuff underneath the seats, kind of like does in the Maverick. Latch system, lower anchors and tethers for children, so you can fasten those front and rear-facing car seats into those. Do have power windows for front and the rear, and then one touch for the driver and front passenger up and down feature. One touch means that you can just hard press it down and let go, and it's going to go ahead and roll it down as well as come up. So, and that is for the just the front windows against the up and down feature for that. Power door locks, unlock and lock, and a manual tilt and telescoping steering wheel. Just a lever underneath; it'll go up and down, forward and back for you. Cruise control is going to be on that steering wheel as well. I'm not sure what side it's on. You also have controls to control the productivity screen. It'll be an 8-inch digital instrument cluster through here, which is really nice. And then we do have what else? Oh, Sync 4A screen over here. It's going to be a 10-inch touch screen in here for you. So in the center stack, it'll have the enhanced voice recognition system in communications and entertainment. So that means voice commands for that stuff. You can tell it what to do. 911 assist as well. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto as well. Should be wireless since it's Sync 4. So I'll have all that. Single zone climate control that are controlled down here. So we'll have physical buttons for that down there. And then we do have AM, FM stereo with 6-speaker audio sound system as well for you there. So now let's talk about some of the others. A day-night mirror. You see that lever underneath. So cars coming through those bright lights, you just flip that mirror, that lever there. We do have overhead console. Actually, let's go to the 360 view here. Overhead console bin, you will see up there. You can put usually sunglasses and such. You have dome lights as well. That mirror, also visors as well for the driver and front passenger. I don't think they have any kind of mirror or anything behind those. And then you do have a locking glove box located down here. You do have a media bin area as well. Should have a power point, a 12-volt power point in there, and you'll have USB ports A and C, one of each for that. Flow-through console, as you can see right here, with the shifter, an actual shifter, not the dial. A lot of people like that option. Cup holders as well in there. And then just to finish everything out for standard equipment, Ford Pass Connect. It allows you to stay connected to your vehicle using the Ford Pass app. You get the Wi-Fi hotspots up to 10 different devices. It's 4G on the Ranger, and you get that for 3 months, and then you have to pay for a subscription after that. I think it's $10 now. That's not too bad. You can remote using the Ford Pass app. You don't have to have the Wi-Fi hotspots for that. The app is free. You continue to get that after the 3 months. You can remote start the vehicle from anywhere. You can remote start, unlock, and lock it as well. You can schedule remote start times. You can locate your parked vehicle, check the status like the tire pressure and the fuel that's in your vehicle, all through that app. So that's a free app you can download. So, all right, there you go. So now let's talk about colors for a second. Now, interior color is going to be ebony. Looks like we just have ebony interior here for the XL trim. Yes, that's correct. And then for your colors, let's go up to paint for a second. This should be all updated. We have 3 new colors for this year, and we have some discontinued colors. One of them is the ruby red tinted clear coat. That is a new color. It is $4.95 for that color. We do also have shadow black that returned from last year. We do have Oxford white, carbonized gray metallic. None of those cost extra for that. We do have desert sand. That's a new color for this year. Velocity blue is returned from last year, and then we have marsh gray is a new color for this year. So pretty cool color there. So those are all your different color choices for 25 model year. So there you go. So all right, now we're gonna just take a break real quick, take a look at some things, and we're gonna get into these packages. Everything we talked about so far is part of the XL100A equipment group that includes the STX appearance package, the standard equipment. Now I started doing that, want the redesign for 24 model year, and carried over for this year. Again, available in either the 2-wheel drive or 4x4, 2.3 EcoBoost engine only, with the 10-speed automatic transmission. And so there you go. All right, let's just keep going. We have the trailer tow package, only package available on the XL trim. So trailer tow package is $4.95. That package there is going to give you the class 4 trailer tow hitch, as you're kind of seeing in that image. So it gives you that hitch receiver, gives you the 4-pin and 7-pin wiring harness as well. So there you go. So you're going to get that feature, those features there. I think that's everything that's included in that. Let me take a look here real quick. Yep, everything available. Yep, there you go. So that helps you be able to tow those trailers a little bit better right there. So, all right, so let's get into some of these standalone options. I'm going to check them off as we go through them, and and kind of tell you, how you can get these. So some of these are what they call freestanding options. That means they're done at the factory and put on your vehicle. Some of these are a dealer installed option, which means if you put it on your build, they'll ship the part to the dealer, and the dealer will install it, as long as it gets there when your vehicle shows up. We actually have a Maverick that's here right now. It's been here for about 2 weeks and has still not had a part that was supposed to come in with it. Has not come in yet. So you take that gamble of that as well, for you too. And then the Ford accessories, those are things that it's a Ford accessories. You can get it through Ford accessory website, but you can also put on your build, and they would ship that out with your vehicle from the factory. So it'd be in it, so you don't have to try to wait for that to come in at the dealer and have it installed. So some of these are installed at the factory, and some are just things they just put in the vehicle. So we'll break that down as we go through this, of what's what on those. I do kind of recommend on some of the accessories that just go ahead and do it yourself. Now, some of them, the reason that some people might want to put this on their build is that, like, if it's a dealer installed option, then you don't have to pay the dealer to install. You're just paying for the part, and the dealership installs it free of charge. Not free to the dealership, but because Ford doesn't really pay the dealers enough to cover the charge of that. But it's something that Ford can provide as an offer there, or an option there for you. So, all right. Moving down, let's talk about exterior features first. The tonneau cover box retractable. So that one there is going to give you that retractable bed cover. Retracts, I think, is typically a brand they use. On this in here, it does say requires 4x4. Let me look at my notes in here for that bed cover. Doesn't say that in here. Yeah, 4x4 it does. 4x4 only, not available with your modular drop-in bed liner. So that's all those notes are accurate there. So we'll go through these notes. Sometimes they're accurate, sometimes they aren't. Hard folding tonneau cover. So that's usually a tri-fold. There you go. You can see that there. Does say requires 4x4 on that one as well. That's true. And is not available with a modular drop-in liner. So there we go, right there. We do have this other one. Let's skip down to this other one. Let's get all the tonneau covers. $600 for the soft folding one. So that folds up for you. And again, not available with the modular drop-in bed liner, but is available with 2-wheel drive. So I guess if you're wanting 2-wheel drive, that's your only option to go with there, or you can just get the bed cover later. So I don't know why 4-wheel drive wouldn't be available with those others, but you should be able to get it afterwards and have your dealership install if you needed to. So black running boards, $695. So you can get the running boards added to the side of it. There you go, right there. And that is available, and no requirements, I don't believe, for that. And that's going to come, I believe, from the factory. Running board, that's going to be put on at the factory before it's shipped out. They do not have chrome running board this year for any of the trim levels. So black running board is the only option for you on that. Cargo management rails, 580 for that. Does show that. That is a rail system that goes along there and allows it to slide forward and back. That is not available with your bed covers or the pivot storage box, which is funny because that note wasn't on the bed covers. So let me look at my notes. Those cargo rails, and I believe that is a dealer installed option. Yeah, cargo management rails not available with the pivot storage box or the tonneau covers, any of them, and that is a dealer installed option. So the dealer would put it in. So maybe that's why they're saying it's still available, but yeah, not available there. So if you want to get that, you might think about that. Probably should have had that note down there for the tonneau cover as well. Should have mentioned that rails, but there you go. Tough bed spray and liner. That gives you the spray and liner. So a lot of people like to go that route. Of course, not available with the drop-in liner. Makes sense. And the spray and liner, I believe that is done at the factory. That's considered a Ford accessory, but is put on at the factory. So there you go. That's available. And yeah. And then moving on down, we do have these pivot box. There's a left and a right, 370. So it kind of shows you what that's like. And that actually mounts against the side and comes out, which is why you cannot get this with the modular drop-in bed liner. You can't get it with your soft folding bed cover because of where that bracket would be for that. Pivot, the pickup box bed extender, and the cargo rails. Those all would be in the way of this. So you can get this left side or right side. I assume you can get both. And those are those there are dealer installed. So they would be put on at the dealer for you on that. So there you go. Moving down, we have the paint protective film. So that's a film that goes like on the bumpers and the front of the hood and such like that to protect it. $350 for that. Probably won't show an image. Yeah, they just kind of show an image of the Ranger. So that there is, believe it is done at the factory. Yes, that is a Ford accessory that is done at the factory for you. So it wouldn't be bad. That might hold up your builds. Only like they can only because they have to put that on themselves. Then that does take a little while to production numbers are a little bit lower on that. Modular drop-in bed liner, $345 for that. Of course, that one there not available with your spray-in bed liner. Also not available. Don't forget with the pickup box bed extender or your tonneau covers or the bed rails. Right? We noticed that earlier. But it's not saying it in this note here or on here. So there you go. Spray and bed liner, bed extender. Doesn't mention that it's not available with the bed rails. But on the bed rails, yep. Okay, it is available with the bed rails. So there you go. Moving on down, we do have the pickup box extender. So I got an image of this. There you go. You can see that. That is not the extendable one or foldable one. So that's going to be put on. It will rotate in and out, though. So that's available except for not with the drop-in bed liner. So, and that is a dealer installed, or no, that's done at the factory. So that we put on your vehicle before it's shipped out. So which is kind of nice when those are done. Now, I will say the bed extenders are something I've found in some models that have held up some builds. So, but the Ranger, there's not that many orders. Shouldn't be a problem, though, on any of these. Security code, wireless, keyless entry keypad is black for this year. It was body color last year. So that's going to go on the door right there, and that'll be a dealer installed option. It's wireless. So it does have a battery in it. So just so you're aware of that. Yes. Where's that at? Oh, right down here. So that is available. No other requirements on that, like no restrictions or anything for you there. All right. Now moving down, door sill plates, black platinum. So you can get that, $220. And yeah, I don't have an image of that right there. That there is, I'm trying to find it here. That is a dealer installed option. So that's what I was thinking. So the dealership would install that for you. It's going to go in the door sill plate. You put that on there, kind of protects it a little bit. The side window deflector, low profile, $200. That's going to go along those windows. That's available. That is a dealer installed option as well. And so you can get that if you want. There you go. No other restrictions on that. Engine block heater, that is a factory option, $190 for that. Doesn't show it, but does give you the plug in your grill. So you can plug that in if you're in those cold weather states, leave it outside. You might want to keep that engine, the engine block warm, and that's the way to do that. Splash guards, $130 for that. Splash guards, you can kind of see what that looks like on that Ranger right there. So those splash guards, I believe those are a Ford accessory. That's done at the factory. That's front and rear for you on that one right there. The spare tire lock, $80. That is a dealer installed option. Dealer will put it on. So that's going to be right there to lower that spare tire down. There's no lock there. They used to put a lock on those. They don't anymore. So if you're wanting a lock, you make sure you add this option for you so you can get it put on. Wheel lock kit, that is also a dealer installed option. They would put that, hopefully put it on your vehicle. Make sure they do install that. It's going to take one of the lug nuts off your wheels, put the locking one on and give you the wrench, and make sure your dealership does install that on and not just put the kit in your vehicle, right? So there you go. And then on the inside, we do have the in-vehicle safe by center in the center console. It's $520 for that. It doesn't show an image of that, but that there is also a is that a dealer installed option? It says not available with the underseat storage. So this is this does go in the console. In vehicle safe, underseat. So you can't get both the vehicle safes together. So you have one in the center console, one that can be put underneath the seat. So two different ones there. For some reason, it doesn't let you order both, even though I don't know why you couldn't, but there you go. There's one that goes under the rear seat and one that goes in the console. So get one through Ford Accessories and install it if you want both. So there you go. Floor liners, tray like with the carpeted mats, $200. Doesn't show an image of that, but those floor liners are gonna be those are going to be a Ford accessory, so they'll come with the vehicle. So there is actually two options, as you can see, one with the carpeted mats and one without the carpeted mats. So if you know you're never going to use the carpet mats because you like the liners, get the one without and save yourself some money. Carpet flooring. Remember I mentioned vinyl flooring. If you want carpeted, you can do that. So carpeted flooring with the carpeted mats, $140 for that. Roadside assistance kit is $80. That is going to be a dealer installed option, and it's just same with the first aid kit. That's just something that it's a bunch of stuff that comes in there. They put it in a bag for you, but you can get that through Ford Accessories if you want. So there you go. So other thing that I did not see in here, and let's go on up because I might have skipped over it. You can get electronic locking gear ratio. So there it is. $420 for that. So an e-locker. So if you want that, that is available for you as well. So it doesn't say it requires 4x4. But there you go. There's that. And the only thing that I didn't see in here that I wanted to make sure I covered is the front license plate bracket. So if you're in a state that requires a front license plate, it is standard equipment. But if you're in a state like Kansas that doesn't, it's a standalone option. But you would probably want to go ahead and make sure you order that so that your dealer puts it on there for you and no charge. So there you go. There's that. So, all right. I think that's it. Right, for equipment. So again, some ordering tips. If you're you can place these orders right now through your local dealer. Just make sure when you're ordering, a couple helpful tips. Make sure that when they give you a copy of your order, so you know what that was and what the price was when you ordered the vehicle, because they should be honoring that price, called price protection, from the time it was when you ordered the vehicle. Even if the price goes up in the meantime, they should not be charging you more than that. Ford will show that adjusted on the invoice. So you should, as long as the person that ordered the vehicle buys the vehicle, it's price protected. So make sure you get a copy of that so you have that in your records. Also, you're going to have to fill out a buyer's order. It's a requirement when you're placing an order with Ford. So make sure that you get a copy of that as well, and find out, have them put in there all the dealer fees and everything on there, and as well as what they're going to charge you for it. Are you going to charge me MSRP, over MSRP, under? Like I said, our offer is that we're going to do invoice pricing on the Rangers. So we would put that invoice pricing in there and show you that our dealer fee is $495. So make sure they put that on there and ask them if they add anything else to their orders. So there you go. So just make sure, a couple tips for you when you're ordering your vehicles to keep your dealerships honest, because you hate waiting, and then that vehicle comes in and you're surprised by a higher fee and a higher price, and that's just not a great situation. So make sure you get all that information in writing up front when you order the vehicle. So, and of course, if you want to order from us, as I mentioned, we're doing invoice pricing on the Ranger. We have a $495 dealer fee. We add nothing to our vehicles. We do have an aftermarket. If you want window tint, bed liner, some of those bed accessories, we can do that, but it's not something that's put on your vehicle, and is not required. Just so you're aware of that. And also, if you finance a vehicle with us as a YouTube special as well. Now, our YouTube special is invoice pricing, so make sure you mention that you saw this video on YouTube for that. as well as if you finance a vehicle with us, we'll take $1,000 off. So make sure you tell them about that as well. So if you finance a vehicle, $1,000 off. That just makes it easy, especially if you're traveling in to get it. That helps discount it down a little bit for those travel costs to fly in and pick it up or to have it shipped to you. So you can use that as a way to kind of discount that down a little bit, save you some money, and still get a vehicle at invoice pricing. So there you go. That's what I have. So if you want to order from us, we do have the build and price on our website. The easiest thing to do is go to our website, go into the Ford Ranger, build out how you'd like to have it ordered. Put your name and info in there in the comments. Put in there you want the YouTube special of invoice pricing, and you plan to finance. Maybe you don't. You can put that in there as well, and then submit that, and we'll be contacting you. So we go ahead and submit that order and get you with the salesperson and get it all taken care of within the same day. So pretty easy. Should not be difficult at all. So I think that's all I have. This is the XL video. Don't forget we're doing XLT, Lariat, and the Raptor. So be looking for those videos in the near future. And until then, stay positive, be kind to one another, be kind to yourself, and we'll see you in the next video.